Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to talk a bit on email. So in this video we are going to cover 4 different topics related to email writing. Email definition, the basic elements of professional email writing, examples of email and short assignment. So let's get started. Email definition. Email writing is an art and doing it well takes know-how and practice. Email stands for electronic mail. Messages transmitted and received by digital computers through a network. An email system allows computer users on a network to send text, graphics, sounds, and animated images to other users. Before we get into different email templates, it's important to know how to build an email yourself. For the most important, every email, regardless of its contents, will follow the same structure with the same basic elements. You should get to know these elements to ensure proper and effective email writing as a whole. So there are the basic elements of professional email writing are 7. The first one is your email address. Subject line second, email opening, email body, email ending, email sign off, and at the last we have email signature or footer. So we will discuss this all one by one with explanation. Email address. Your email address is oftentimes out of your control. If you are working for a company or operate under the umbrella of a brand, your email address will likely include the company or brand name domain. So it's important that when you are working under the company, so then your email address will likely include the company or brand name domain. For example, here is example for us. The emails in Weststamp are all the following format, like employee name, then @weststamp.com. This ensures that we all have a professional business email address. Since only the owner of Weststamp.com can issue email address under the domain name, this ensures our emails appear legitimate. Imagine if each employee would have a random Gmail address like name @gmail.com, which anyone can create. That would be a bit suspicious. Email open rates are first and foremost dependent on trust, so make sure you have a trustworthy email address or suffer very low open rates. And the second is subject line. Your subject line will be the single most important element in your formal email writing. It's the first thing your recipient will see, and unless you convince her then and there that your email is safe, relevant, and high priority. In that order, it may never be opened. If this happens, any effort you put into the rest of the email elements will go to the waste. Your subject line will depend on the purpose or content of your email, but overall you want it to be something engaging enough for a recipient or to click on. Like email subject line guidelines, so there are 3. Be clear and specific. Avoid using generic or clickbait subject lines like that say nothing or mark unrealistic promises, like find out how to double your business in a week. So it's one kind of negative sentence. Don't use such kind of sentences in email writing. Be original. Avoid using those all too common subject line templates you find on the internet. Instead, make original subject lines that are relevant, personal, and concise. Add relevancy. Address something that the recipient will recognize, like an acquaintance's name or an article show book they appeared on. So how can you write subject line? Like here is to your name will come, and the subject, like you may find any subject. Like here the subject is I found you through Paul Andrews. Email opening. The email opening is mostly used as another filtering stage for most people. If it fails to meet the promise made in the subject line, your readers will ditch it. Therefore, it's extremely important to define your main point in 1 or 2 pages tops. Means it's important just you define your main point in 2 or 1 pages. If you convey your request or question and your reader feels it's relevant and interesting, then you will continue reading your email. If you manage to get them to stay after this point, in most cases they will return your email like good for you. So here are that some points, like for good greeting examples, use dear, then name, then dear job, like little department or group to whom it may concern, greetings name, good morning, like words to avoid using while writing email. You can use these words when you want to write email for your friends, family, but when you want to write any professional email, you can't use these words like hey, hello, howdy, how's it going, then name. Email opening guidelines: address your recipient by their preferred name, establish a connection, match the opening with the subject line, get to the point fast. And here is opening lines like, hello Sarah, it was great to connect with you at X event and I would love to speak more about open position. So we have already discussed subject to and then its opening lines. Email body. Now we are going to talk about email body. The body for your email should be detailed through enough that the reader is not confused, but also brief and to the point. No one wants to sit and read a long winded email when they have dozens of other unattended messages in their inbox. Email body writing guidelines, like be concise. The first point is. The second point, use words that convey authentic positive personal emotions, like words like glad, excited, intrigued, and confidence. Use the word because in your email, and we know because is also a conjunction, so it has great influence on the other person. Show doesn't tell, like if you can't explain something in a few words, see if you can add a screenshot, a video, or a link that explains it better. To try to use these all methods. Use headings to split long content into the subject topics. Add your concrete request or question in bold text. Now, email ending. After you have addressed all your mail points in the subject, in the body of your email, you will want to end it with a respectful and brief salutation. You can either invite your recipient to reach out for more questions, wish them success, or ask a question. It all depends on the motive for your email. If it was a long email, it could also be a good idea to gently reiterate your mail request, like question or motivation. Email sign off. When closing your email, you will want to choose a suitable email sign off. There are different sign off you can use for each occasion, such as best regards, sincerely, or with love, but you obviously would want to send the last one to your manager, with love. Make sure your sign off is appropriate to your email content and your recipient. A cool tip you can apply is to add a handwritten signature of. That's important. A handwritten signature gives your recipient the feeling that you gave the email special attention and a personal touch. Email signature or photo. That's the last step. Your email signature or photo is your way of goodbye. The way you do this, you can affect the impression you have made up to this point. If you make this moment memorable, organized, and aesthetic, you can get some extra credit and a positive attitude from your reader. On the other hand, if you mess this up, your entire message offer may be put in doubt. So make sure your email signature looks visually appealing and well organized. Now here are few examples for us about email writing. Now the first one is an email expressing your appreciation. So you can see that first they have written to, like recipient's email address. Here you have to write email address. Then subject, congratulations. Subject can be any, means here he is going to appreciate someone, so that's why he has written in subject congratulations. Then there, write your name here. My heart, then it's opening lines, body, and at the last, like ending is their regards and your name. It's another example. Email on seeking information regardless course details. Again, there is like to, you have to write email address, subject can be any, dear sir, you can write also name here, then opening lines as well as body, and at the last we have ending and your name. your name, like you can put your signature here. So this was all about today's, and assignment for you all is that write an email on introducing a new employee to your team, or it's a choice for you. You can write on any one of these two. Write an email informing your employees about the change in work timings. So this was all about today's. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching.